Okay, here we go. Come on in, guys, on this rainy afternoon. Shout out to shout out to Connecticut. Someone left something. Someone left something in a comment and said, "What's up with Connecticut? Do you do Connecticut?" All right. So what we're going to do? We're going to give that individual a chance to get up here. Guys, again, it's no more free rides if you would like your state. You can reach me at 202-604-3162, right? You can reach me there. And we could talk, man. Put something in your hand. You know what the cash app is. The numbers is not guaranteed to you, but there are some beautiful souls who will let you know, yes, he is a real person, and yes, I do get to talk to him, and yes, his voice still sounds the same, right? So, put something in your hand, man. I'm not taking tens. I'm not taking 15s. I might take 25. I want 50, but I'm not going to settle for nothing lesser than that. So enough for the free rides. If you're fortunate enough to catch me on a live, that's good too. Oh, you didn't say two like you was from B more two. You didn't say it. But this is the All States Lottery pyramid, right? Today's numbers were we was working around fives and zeros. A lot of y'all might, I think Ohio, you caught 55 yesterday, right? We could talk about that because just the other day, I told y'all to, watch out for a few of these numbers. They might surface, they might don't. I saw that, oh, we can get to it. Let's see. I saw that somebody had, someone had 1212. I saw that much. Shout out to that state. 1212 was a number you should watch. But if you missed it, don't worry because 865 just might come your way. Do me a favor, man. Give your boy a thumbs up if you would. If you don't like me, take your middle finger and just hit the screen 2 times. I think I could get one. Can I get one? Can I get one? Can I get one? Tonight, guys, this is a sleeper, right? Just because it's raining, guys, don't sleep. I still like 6804, right? You can see it clear as day. And it is not planned. If you had that kind of money, I would go in the store right now. Give me 6804, 50 straight, 50 bucks. No, no, I ain't say 50 cents straight. I'm talking about $50 straight, $50 box, man. Yeah, go ahead and run up in the store and do that. I appreciate a thumbs up. That means you must don't like me. Did you use your middle finger? You want to smell it after that? So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm waiting on, what was that, Kentucky? I have not went to your state. I just need your numbers, and I want you to kind of shadow me, and hopefully some of these numbers that I'm gonna call out, it's really going on in your state. So just waiting for some beautiful souls to get in here. Went to the barber shop yesterday because I told myself I'm tired of messing up my beard, right? My beard is back again, right? So, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and let it, because sometimes you just gotta change your look, and give your face a chance to breathe, get all those all those chemicals, us guys that buy the beard, all the stuff for the beard, the Gillettes and the bourbon smelling vanilla Gillette stuff. That stuff smell good too. Sometimes you don't even have to put no face lotion on your face. That stuff smell good. Went to the barber shop, hollered at my guy. We was talking, and I was like, "How you doing, bro? Everything good?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, and we was talking, and of course, oh no, it was just touching to me, man. It was touching, and we was just talking, and I was like, "How's everything going?" Because he was like, "Man, I haven't had a drink in 2 years." I was like, "Hey, yeah, bro, keep it up." But on the heels of that, he has just divorced his wife that he been with for 15 years. And we was cutting, and we're in the barber shop, and what we do, we talk about barbers, and somehow I'm not going to just keep elaborating on the concert stuff, man, because I'm not gonna keep giving men notoriety and attention, like, cause you know, it is what it is at this point. We're not going to drain that conversation, you know, about the Chris Brown and Usher stuff. I refuse, you know, to keep, you know, just keep talking about it. They men just like I am. You know, we go to the restrooms the same, unless they got somebody who can help them go to the restroom. And you know, knowing these guys at this point in time, you never know. You know, with all these allegations with these dudes, man. So long story short, we was talking, and he was like, "Yeah, man, you know she just got married," and it's like I zoned out. It's don't you feel like if you there, you heard what he said, but I zoned out a little bit, and I was like, "Bro, what you mean?" And he said, "Yeah, yeah, man, she got married, man, you know." And so me, I'm analyzing it, and we done known, you know, we known each other. He cut my children's hair, man, and you know, I known him. I want to say at least half of my life. And I was like, "What you?" And he was like, I said, when did she get married, bro? If you don't mind me asking, you know." And he was like, what's this?" He counted on his finger, you know how we get to count, and what's this? This so April. I said, what April? He's this April. I said, "Bro, how long has it been since y'all been, you know, since the divorce? 2 years?" I gets quiet, right? And it's like my whole day. Cause this is a good guy. You know, this guy's genuine, man. He been cutting hair all his life. I mean, if there were anybody who needed a award, how people get these awards, and this is one of the guys who need one. Cause you know, barbers, they had to pay themselves, you know, put up for retirement, you know, and then barbers now, these are the last days of barbershops to where as though you can just walk in. Because you know, some barbershops you need to book in advance. I mean, he did get a little high, and I don't even blame him. You know, 'cause I guess he got tired of me saying, "Come on, bro, like what's you know, all I wanted was the beard lined up." And I was like, "What you hitting for?" And what, you know, and he was like, sometimes I had to ask him again, "What you hitting for, bro?" Like, bro, he was like, "Man, it's 20, 20. No problem, 20. I hit it with your cash app." But I was like, "Bro, whoa, bro, she just getting married this April. Y'all been divorced for 2 years." I said, "Bro, did that sound like she had somebody already, bro?" Barbershop is quiet because they like, "Oh Lord, here come Mr. Analyzer. Here you go." I mean, because it's another guy in the barbershop, you know, he'd be on the same type of tip. He was like, "Oh, damn it, oh my God, he just hit home." And I say, "Man, you don't mind me asking, because he have a daughter by, you know, his ex-wife." And he said, "Yeah, man, you know, my daughter, she's 16 now, and you know, she's still getting her child support." And I was like, "You know, if you don't mind again, man, I ask, like, do you know this guy?" And he was like, "Nah, I don't. I seen a picture of him," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And I say, "Bro, if you don't mind, I say, would you agree that it sound like?" And this is what jumped in my spirit, right? Before then, he told me, "Yeah, man," because you know she was. When I asked him that question, he was like, "You know something, man, you know, you might got a point, because when it came to taking pictures and posting pictures on Facebook, you know, she didn't want to do it. She would always get mad." And I'm looking, I'm like, "Okay, so I got that pause. It's not taking a rocket scientist here now, bro." He was like, "Yeah, man, she was." So I said, "Bro, would you agree that she might have had somebody who was away on college or something like that? You know, college, that's what you tell your kids when their parents go away. Your father's in college, he'll be back home in a while." And I said, "Would you agree?" He was like, "Yeah, you know something, man, because, you know, the picture that I did see of him, you know, it gives me that, you know, he's kind of buffed and he had this look on his face." I said, and he was like, "Man, you know something, man? I never thought of that, man." I said, "Bro, come on, bro. 2 years, divorce. So we talking 24 in this April, bro. Married. So he was like, man, you know something? I said, bro, look, man, if you still have a child, I mean, you have a daughter. I said, bro, I mean, for your safety or for anybody else's safety, this world is so strange, bro. I said, bro, you might need to really figure out who's around your child, bro. And I mean, I'm not saying it for a bad thing, but the way this world is, bro, you never know. And it done something to me yesterday, man. I was like, "How you doing, though?" He was like, "Man, the only thing I'm doing, man, is." He was just like, "Bro, I can't." He just said, "Man, the only thing I'm holding on to is I can't drink." He said, "If I feel like I'm gonna go back to drinking," he was like, "I felt." But I told him, I said, "Ain't nobody perfect, bro. But I know how it is. That one drink, and apparently he haven't had nothing to drink in 2 years that lined up with his divorce." And I was like, it seems like you'll be starting all over again, bro, but just keep the fight, bro. Keep your head up, man. It hurt me so bad yesterday, man, because this dude is good. He was like, man, I don't be knowing what the women be wanting, man. He said, I don't be knowing. I said, can let me ask you something again, if you don't mind. I said, did y'all come in a relationship? Did she have the money or you did? He said, well, no, man, the barbershop, me cutting hair pretty much gave her a little jump. And, then, a lot of people retired and, she was able to get steps and grades up, right? And I was like, damn, bro. Man, man. You got to be more careful out here, man. So come on, man. I'm trying to give Connecticut a chance. I don't want to look at the numbers, but I'm not going to be here for long. We are working around zeros and fives today. I would say play 6804. I'm going to keep banging you in the head with that number until you hit. We're working around zeros and fives. Zeros and fives is up top. Maybe we can get 864. It seems like 864. I almost feel like YouTube great cut this thing off anyway. So that's why I'm saying, guys, y'all better find a way to get in contact with me because I think my days is getting real short on YouTube. And if it do, oh well. I think I can pay myself a little bit over $150 every 21st and the 26th, my damn self, to be honest. Do you hear me, YouTube? Do you hear me? I could pay myself, YouTube. I could pay myself 120. What am I getting? Tuesday. When is the 21st, man? What am I getting? $114, man. What am I getting? And it's disgusting. But I don't think nobody is coming on. I can lay back, man. This is one of these cool afternoons, but that it hurt me so bad, man. But I'm glad to see he's still standing, man. But man, guys, man, yeah, I don't know, ladies or gents, man. All I'm saying is, I don't know, man. At this point, man, I don't know, man. How can you be with somebody, man? He said 15. And things happen. You grow out of folks. It happens. I mean, things happen, but 2 years and you married all over again. You're not even giving yourself a chance to heal. 2 years. 2 years, man. And it was just like he can look at me and see that it took the sting out of me, man. Because I'm always, barbershops, man. You always relax and you joking. And when he told me that, I guess he saw how quiet I got. And I was like, bro, what you mean, bro? He's like, yeah, slow, man. Yeah. I said, bro, hold up, bro. And social media is not for everybody because I'm not a social media kind of guy, right? I mean, Facebook, IGs, and it took me a while to start posting pictures and stuff. I'm one of those ones too. But bro, you didn't see something was just strange though. Like, I mean, we can't get maybe one or two pictures, and people do it for safety measurements, right? People do it for safety measurements. You never know when the phone hit the fan. Online. That's where you get all the drama from. You know, people selling wolf. You know, people telling you, man, you can't find me, and you'll have a whole family just still laying around. So people do that for safety reasons, right? Because when you get to talking about beef and real beef and the beef that I know or once knew about, sadly to say, Brother Man Roof, good evening. Sadly to say, man, if you beefing with somebody, I mean the real beef, you can't be selling wolf, man, to nobody and just saying, well, man, I'm here and that, man, you can't do that. But that's why certain people stay off of social media, right? That's why certain people would tell you, nah, I don't do social media, man. They'll tell you that stuff. I can't call it, bro. What's going on? We had another repeat again, right? 575. I saw that. I don't know what DC doing, but I tell you one thing. I think DC might take it back to 123. They might. I don't know. Either 123 or 300 in the nation's capital. I was just getting up here trying to do Kentucky, but I guess whoever that was, they probably busy, man, and who knows? But these numbers, this is all states, right? This is all states. This is what we are working around today. O's and fives, zeros and fives. So again, if you're a fan of 50-50, play it. If you're a fan of it, so you got to be careful and don't forget on that left side. I still feel that 71777 stuff, and don't sleep on these numbers on this left side, man. Don't sleep on these numbers on this left side. Then over here, damn, 888. What's going on? Triple eights and six. I don't know, man. They got a lot of kind of weird numbers up in here, man. I just guess they gonna do this for the whole month, though. So if anybody interested in all those old numbers, like the 777 7771s, they gonna give you all that. Let's try to max it out. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it again. 571, man. I don't know what DC doing, but I simply would play 300 tonight in the nation's capital because if you look at 575, man, all I'm gonna lead you to is you have a 10 in there and you have a 7. 050 for night. Oh, go. It's here. It's here. It's here. But that's what I'm gonna leave somebody with. I'm gonna see if somebody gonna catch that. 575. You have a 10 in there, and you have a 7. You probably saying, "Where's the 10?" I don't. How's 575 a 10? 575. 5 plus 5 in there. That is 10. I'm gonna just leave it that way, cause I gotta talk in some type of different type of code, man, some type of language. How my man say this is a different language. What? Poor thing. This is a different language. Wow. But we'll say DC tonight. 300, man. Try to keep that in 300, and I think 300 is due in DC. I wanted Connecticut to get up here. Let's go to them. Maybe they'll catch it, but I didn't want to see the numbers. But I can just go to it and see what their numbers are doing, and then I, pr- hold on, I probably can go from there. So we're gonna go with Connecticut. That's a state that really never gets no notoriety, man. So shout out to Connecticut, man. Woo. All right, what does just we just getting on Connecticut. That's your number there, huh, bro? Man, my cousin was gonna walk up Connecticut Avenue today. He said, man, it's too hot. And I said, bro, I think you might have a point, bro. 858. These like are the same numbers. Anybody want to bet on a cool 60? My cash app is there. Anybody want to bet a cool 60? The Connecticut had a cool 60. I just tuned in. 855. We talked about this same number, 60, 560, 855 is 560. I bet 25 on the 560 and I bet 25 on the 60 pair. What y'all gonna do? Before we jump to it. I like this. Don't 855 is 560 or 60 pair have already came. Let's go ahead and click. What else? Oh my gosh. Their algorithm just kicked in too. There it is. 5194. What is the famous number, guys? Say it with me. Say it with me. Oh my goodness. Connecticut, you better get in here. Oh my god, I might play Connecticut tonight. Guys, what's the numbers that we play, guys, whenever we see 5194? Whenever we see 5194, guys, what should we be playing? Do anybody remember? You know what I mean? Had to go to your notebooks and keep ramming through your notebooks, acting all hyped out, grabbing sheets and sheets of notebooks, guys. Who can tell me the number? Jesus Christ, man. YouTube, if I had one more strike, please give it to me, man, because I'm tired, bro. Go ahead and give it to me, YouTube, man. I'm tired. Because I'm going to hate to do it on my own. Just hit the app and just delete it. Can anybody answer the question, man? Whenever you see 5194, guys, any combination, guys, what's the 3-digit, guys, before I go to Connecticut? I'd be better off getting a commercial with Dr. Rick, man, telling people you're not your parents. That's what I would like to do anyway. All right, guys, so let's go to Connecticut. We're looking for 560 and we're looking for 276. Jesus Christ. We're looking for 560 and we're looking for 276, guys. If they haven't had it in Connecticut, that's what you need to be playing. With 60, where's the 60 pair? No 60s. Well, here's a 60 here. Look, so this is what we'll say. Whenever you see a 55 go 60, I told y'all that a long time ago. But they haven't had 276 yet, guys. So Connecticut, that might be your next number. You want me to bring it back to you? What do you mean? Whenever you see a 60, play a 55 pair with it. You get a 55 pair, play a 60. All right. Damn. Well, that's it for me, man. Okay, here's 560. We tagged that along with the 558. Did it come out during that time? What's this, June? $560, 558s. So it's probably just catching up. Let's go through Connecticut. Maybe they gave us that wave a little earlier because we just found it out today. 560. Oh, okay. So if we saying DC need 300 because we just had 575, this would tell us if it's true or not. Here's 300. Did they have 575 that month? This was in Feb. 300. Where 575? Did it happen in January? All right. So it might work. January the 30th, 575. They hit you with 300 on the 3rd. And it don't matter how long it takes for the days. It doesn't matter. Let me get y'all some more numbers and let's get up out of here. Let's go ahead and get the pyramid for tomorrow. Write it down. Write your numbers down. It just seems like nobody don't want to answer. This is what I be getting tired of. This is why I asked for what I asked for. That small change anyway. This is the reason why. All right, man. This is tomorrow. We working around sixes and ones tomorrow. We got another slim day, 1 and 6 way up top. Look like triple sixes down here at the bottom. Everything is spaced out for tomorrow. Look like 700 might, no. 1 and 6, all this stuff is gapped out. Look like 7, 8, 9s will be a heavy factor tomorrow. All this stuff is gapped out. 1 and 6 up here, 6 right here. Just a triple sixes down here. All this stuff is gapped out for tomorrow. 802s might be just a common number for you to play tomorrow. You could bring it in tonight if you want to. Okay. And then we'll look at the man, I know that gotta hurt, bro. 15 years, man. I wonder what kind of line Slim gave baby girl. You know, man, when I get back, man, that first thing he said, man, Holmes must have a bag of money. I said, bro, ain't nobody holding on to no money, man. Even if he did go away, ain't nobody. I mean, if you saying you've been with her for 15 years, what makes you think if he did have some money? I mean, what you mean? What you mean by that, bro? I was like, well, I mean, you never know, but I guess time will tell. Tomorrow, guys, we're working off. Oh well, this is today. We might as well stay here. Well, today is the 18th, so we'll stay here. We'll stay here. Brother Manroof said 3,000s. You can mirror that 8 out for 3,000, Brother Manroof. I don't believe in mirrored numbers. I'm not going to go mirror on the wall like Kelly Price. We're not going to do that all day. This mirror, this will mirror it. No, man, give me what I'm playing. Give me what I'm playing. I don't want to rehearse mirrors all day. That's not what lottery is about to me. We're going to be in line all day rehearsing mirrors. All right, for today, man, 700s is a good number for you to play. 101, if you're a fan of. Yeah, like I said, man, triple ones will be a factor. We could scroll down and give you some ideas. Say, for instance, last year, what is this, Arizona? Last year, Arizona gave you 1177. Box number V-Tracks 2233, right? So we can reference some of these last year numbers. Who was this? Texas last year on this date gave you 870. Should be 870. Is it 520? No, is it something else? No. 134 V-Track. That's a V-Track. DC, what did they give us last year during this time? Nighttime, they gave us 887 in DC last year on this day. V-Track 344, 887 last year in DC. Tennessee last year on this day, what they gave us 781, V-Track 234. PA last year on this day, they gave us, what they gave us, 887 in PA 2, 344. Then the sad part, man, he was like, man, I should have known something, man. He said just a lot of bills was coming, like different car insurances was coming, and he was like, what's up? We and I was like, damn, bro. I mean, it's like your antenna should have started going up. They gave us triple ones. Wow. Okay, so July the 18th, 2017, they gave us triple ones in DC, V-Track triple twos. I'm like, bro, you gotta learn how to kind of be a little swifter out here, man. You gotta be a little swifter, man, because on my father days coming home twisted, and this might, no, I'm not this is not appropriate. But you know, I mean, sometimes they say when a person tell you something when they are intoxicated, but they used to say some touchy things, and I think my mother said it too. She said you can never outthink a woman. If a woman would like to go out there and have an affair, and she didn't see, that's why I said you got to learn how to read between lines when people is talking. See, some people elevators just get stuck. So I think it was my mother. I think it. No matter of fact, I remember my father telling me, and he said, "Go ask your mother." And I don't know how the conversation. I was like I almost want to say I just became a teenager. And he said, "A woman, you can." He said they are always steps ahead of a man. Basically, this is how I almost want to say it was my mother, but it was my father said it, but my mother must have verified it. And I'm looking around like, what is y'all supposed? Basically, if you with a female, and okay, I don't want to get out of context with my, because I'm never going to be the one who get up here and tell you like another idiot we know that women are turning into robots and stuff like that, bunch of weird stuff. But I'm gonna just kind of ease it in. Basically, if a woman wanted to just go out, just decide to do a little something on the side without her other half kind of noticing a different feeling or something like that, like what? Like they would literally get in the tub. I believe what was said could have been used, some vinegar, or basically kind of like get their self back together. I don't know like how, you know, y'all should know where I'm going. And that always stayed on my mind till this day. Till this day, it always stays on my mind. And I'm not accusing nobody of doing nothing. But when my mother verified that, and I'm looking at her like, Mom, during that time, I wasn't that sharp, but I'm listening. I was like, so you go ahead and ask your mother. Your mother tell you? I'm like, I'm lost. These are like three of the things that I could remember. But I'm like, bro, like your antennas kind of should have went up just a little bit. All out of the blue, new car insurances and stuff, just without sitting down, telling you nothing. Though, like those are little like gray area type of things. Like I've been like, oh, what's going on? Many might get lost on that. Would it mean that probably they had a vehicle or something together and something was in her name? See, some people just stuck on that. Like, y'all gotta wake up a little bit. Wake up. But yeah, it messed me up so bad yesterday, man. I was like, damn, man, and that's a good dude, man. That's a good dude. DC pick four. On this day, 2014, we had 8770. V track to that 1334. So I don't know, bro. It's just a bad vibe, man. And I mean, wow. Who was this with with four sevens? Is this Mass? Is this Massachusetts? Four sevens last year. I mean, in 2018, we tracked it at is 3333. We had 3335, I think. So, but I'm glad to know, man, he bouncing back. I looked at him in his face, man. I didn't, you've been around a person long enough, you look at somebody and just say, man, you don't even look, you don't look like yourself. And but he looked good, man, face glowing. And, one thing about a barber shop, it's going to get you through, man. It's going to get you through. But kind of, I felt bad for the guy, man, because he a hard worker, man. It ain't nothing you can ask him for. Told you he didn't even want to charge me. I had to ask him twice, like, bro, I just what you need? Damn, this new Samsung look good, man. Whoa, Samsung micro what? Yeah, but with that being said, man, everybody have a beautiful day, man. Take care of yourself out there. Whatever you do, try to stay out the way, man. Positivity over negativity. Go out there and help somebody if you can, man. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, I definitely still can remember that, man. I'm like, what the hell? Why are y'all even talking to me? Like, and it stayed with me. It stayed with me, man. Like, whoa.